Away they go. It was a pretty even break too, and it was Hans Nielsen who got away quickly. Oh, beautiful line pulled there by Karl Mayr from West Germany, but it's Hans Nielsen who's the leader at the moment. He's streaked away from them. He wants to maintain an unbeaten record tonight, and he's the current number 2 in the world. Nielsen leading from Karl Mayr. Then comes Ivan Major, followed by Henny Kruse, and bringing up the rear is Finn Jensen from Denmark. But it's the other Dane, Hans Nielsen, who's shooting away from them, riding up about a mid-track line and getting plenty of bite at the moment. It's all Hans Nielsen, followed by the West German Karl Mayr, who's doing a lot better in this particular heat. Seems to have got his bike sorted out a lot better. Ivan Major has to be content with 3rd place at the moment. Then comes Henny Kruse, but down to the line the win goes to Hans Nielsen first. Karl Mayr is 2nd, Ivan Major is 3rd. 4th place goes to Henny Kruse, and 5th to Finn Jensen of Denmark. Fastest heat time of the night too. They're getting quicker and quicker. 50.696. 50.696, the official time. Coming up next, heat 5.
Up they come. First rider up is Monaghan in the red. In the yellow up there pretty quickly too was Simon Wigg, the Englishman. He's been round here before. In the red and white is Vaclav Werner. Then going in the blue now is the Italian Armando Castagna. And Peter Collins is in the white. Right in the centre. Monaghan, Castagna, Collins. No, the Czech wanted to get through. Oh, bouncing out very quickly was Simon Wigg, who went away, and it's Wigg that takes up the lead as they go out of the first corner. That's Monaghan sitting in 2nd place. He's being attacked now by Collins, but it's Wigg the leader. The 3 Englishmen are out in front at the moment, and that's Simon Wigg. Simon Wigg the leader here, away from Monaghan, followed by Collins, then coming Werner, and in the blue on the inside is the Italian Armando Castagna. But down underneath the timer, and boy oh boy, is Wigg really flying. He hasn't had the best of years here on previous occasions, but he's showing us his style now. Then Monaghan, followed there by Collins, then coming Werner, and going in underneath him is Castagna, the Italian. But underneath the Coca-Cola time, and it's all over. Simon Wigg of England will take it out very, very easily. Down the straightaway they come, and it's Wigg first, followed home by Monaghan, then Collins. Then coming the red and white helmet of Vaclav Werner in 4th place, and the rider failing to score, the Italian Armando Castagna. Well, a fine ride by Simon Wigg. I've seen him round on years before, and he hasn't been at the top of his form, but certainly apparently is tonight, because that was a brilliant ride. But did you notice Monaghan there coming a little wide on the corner and making Peter Collins fight for every inch of place that he got?
Sean Moran coming up. Moran, Sanders, Watson, Nimai, and Adoyan. Glassfield, set, go. Oh, it was a fine start too, and the rider on the outside getting away well was Kai Nimai from Finland. Riding high round the outside too is the Hungarian Zoltan Adoyan, and it's Zoltan Adoyan who takes up the running now from Kai Nimai, and they're really bunched up in this particular heat number 6. Zoltan Adoyan is the leader from Nimai. Here's Chris Watson staying to make his way up high around the outside of Nimai, looking to come at him. Nimai hanging on to 2nd place. Tucked down low on the track there is Billy Sanders of Australia coming through on Nimai. Watson got hammered a little for room there and had to shut off, and Moran comes through on the inside. Zoltan Adoyan, the Hungarian, says, catch me if you can, boys. And Billy Sanders says, well, look out, here I come. Down the back straightaway, Zoltan Adoyan, the leader. Here comes the Aussie champ, Billy Sanders, round the outside. The Hungarian on the inside. Sanders flies at him on the outside and got there. I think Sanders got there just from Zoltan Adoyan. Sean Moran was 3rd. Don't know for 4th place. As I looked at them, it was the yellow of Kai Nimai and then Chris Watson. But then as I looked at them, it was 30 yards past the line. Just checking on official placings. Official time for the race was 51.606. We'll have to just check on the 4th and 5th placing for you. It has been declared that Billy Sanders is the winner of the heat. Billy Sanders of Australia is first. Zoltan Adoyan of Hungary is second. Sean Moran of the USA is third. This is heat 7. And that's Simon Wigg moving up on the inside. Beside him is Chris Watson. Watson will be anxious to get himself a start in this series so far. He's yet to score a point. Kai Niemai in the white, Hans Nielsen in the yellow, and Finn Jensen in the red and white. Here's the start. Oh, I think that rider's gone through. Kai Niemai's gone through. Kai Niemai goes back 30 metres. So Niemai goes back 30 metres. Up they come. Set. Away they go. It was a good start, and Nielsen got away quickly, so too did Wigg. Wigg on the inside, Nielsen the world number 2 on the outside, and Nielsen got the better of Wigg there and kicked away from him out of turn 2. And it's Hans Nielsen up high in the dirt looking for the drive, who takes the lead. Who's this coming out of the blue? It's Chris Watson, is it? Blasting at them on the outside. Watson on the outside, riding the wall of death at the moment, and Simon Wigg's down low, but Watson has gone up into second place. He said, damn it all, I'll grab this bike by the grips and let's get going here. And Hans Nielsen takes the lead. The world number 2 is leading from Chris Watson. Then comes Simon Wigg. Back in second last place is Finn Jensen, and last of all is Kai Niemai trying to make up his 30-metre handicap. Down to the checkered flag though, and it's a great win to Hans Nielsen. 3 starts, 3 wins. You can't do any better than that. Wigg comes charging at Watson to try and snatch away second place, but he didn't get there. Watson was second, Wigg was third. 4th place then went to Finn Jensen, and 5th spot from the 30-metre mark to Kai Niemai. But he's in great form, 51.566 the official time. Hans Nielsen, 3 starts and 3 wins, which is why he's leading the NBN World Jubilee Solo Grand Prix, leading the series, and he wants to stay there, and he wants to show everybody just why. He's the world number 2 at the moment. He finished second in the world final at Gothenburg in Sweden last year, and rider number 1, Hans Nielsen from Denmark, scores another 4 points and a progressive total of 12. Second place going to Chris Watson of Australia. He's broken through, and that's a big help for the young lad. He's battled hard for points against these world champions tonight, but rider number 6, Chris Watson of Australia, gets 3 points, and now he has a progressive total of 3. That'll be a big relief for him, and probably a good morale booster for him too. Rider number 2, Simon Wigg of England, scored 2 points, and he has a progressive total of 8. We have 1 point going to rider number 13, Finn Jensen from Denmark, whose progressive total is 2, and the rider who failed to score there was number 3, West Germany's Karl Meyer, and so his progressive total stays on 3 points.
Prix sitting calmly on the outside. Out they go. Oh, gee willikers, and did he get away well, Adorjan. But going through on the inside was Meyer. Here's Adorjan coming back at him again and takes up the running from Meyer. Oh, he was almost in trouble there, Meyer. Hooked it back again, and there's a mad scramble of riders as they come out of the corner, but it's Adorjan going through there. Followed through by the English rider Monaghan. And look at the Dutchman cruiser. Meyer is third at the moment. He's lost his helmet colour at this stage, and there's Cruz going up and around Meyer here to move into 3rd spot. But down the straightaway they come, and Adorjan is the leader. From Monaghan, followed by Cruz, Meyer on the inside. And by gee, there's nothing much in this one. You could almost throw a blanket over those of them fighting for the minor places. Round the corner they come, the checkered flag is out, and Adorjan will win, and that's a great ride. Adorjan first. Then we had the Dutchman getting into 3rd place just behind England's Eric Monaghan, and that was a fine ride by all riders. They did not give 1 single inch. And going down under the Coca-Cola timer, those battling for the minor places, you could have thrown a blanket over them. But the Hungarian showed flashes of form first time out tonight, and he looked good on that occasion. 52.739. Out they go on a beautiful start too, and Major got away and went to the front. There he is from the outside. It's Ivan Major. Sanders trying hard to get up around that rider and goes into second spot. Major up in the middle of the track, and Sanders down and underneath him now and takes up the running. It's Sanders leading away here from Major, and then the rider in the blue is Sean Moran of the United States, and Peter Collins is right out of it at the moment. But the leader is Billy Sanders of Australia. Billy the Kid away from Ivan Major, and then Sean Moran as they come into the corner, and it's still Sanders. Oh, that's tight. There goes Moran around Major. Major beautifully tucked it back inside again. Left knee, left wrist, and there's Moran up to him and at him again. But it's Sanders the leader. Sanders, Moran on the outside, Major inside, and I think the track craft will carry it. Yes, Sanders, Major, Moran. Then Collins from Castagna. Well, a great ride indeed by the Australasian champion Sanders. He had to come from behind, and that's the sign of a true champion, but an equally fine ride by a man who is 45 years of age, a grandfather, and has a son riding, and he'll do me. However, Ross, it's back to you now for the placings and the time.
Rider number 5, Billy Sanders of Australia, is first and 4 points and a progressive total of 11, which certainly sees him into the semi-finals. Rider number 7, Ivan Major of New Zealand, second and 3 points for a progressive total of 8. Rider number 14, Sean Moran of the United States, gets 2 points, a progressive total of 8. And rider number 10, Peter Collins of England, scores 1 point, a progressive total of 7. Rider number 4, Armando Castagna of Italy, failed to score and finishes with a total of 1. So to make it quite simple, 3 riders will miss out on going to the semi-finals. They're the ones we want to know about, the 3 lowest point scorers. Only 1 point in the series was scored by Armando Castagna. He does not qualify for the semi-finals. And there were 2 riders on 2 points. Czechoslovakia's Vaclav Werner and Denmark's Finn Jensen. So they will miss out on going to the semi-finals. Chris Watson's second place in the last ride was just enough to hang him in there.